Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of Iredell-Statesville Schools EDtalks. Our guest today is Cheryl Harmon. Ms. Harmon is the data manager at South Iredell High School and has the distinct honor as serving as our OSP Person of the Year. Cheryl, good morning to you and welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And congratulations on being our OSP Person of the Year. That's a real honor, considering that we have hundreds of OSP employees throughout the school system.
Yes, sir, it is. With all the numbers out there, it is very much an honor.
Well, we're glad that you could be here today, and I'm excited to talk to you about your job and what you do for the kids and the parents in our community. I understand that you've been at South Iredell High School 17 years.
Yes, sir, 17 years.
And as the data manager for a school that large, it's a very complex and very busy job.
It is, yes.
Tell us a little bit about the scope and the nature of the work that you do daily.
Okay. I absolutely love what I do. It is a challenging job, but on a daily routine, basically, attendance is a big part of that. Grades is a big part of that. Scheduling, enrolling new students, withdrawing students, helping get them placed to the next school and getting records out to other schools.
Mm-hmm. Now, your student population there at South has grown to what? What are you?
Actually, we're just right at about 1626, I think, currently.
So that is one of our larger schools, and one data manager for all of those kids to keep up with. And of course, you engage all of the teachers in the school as well.
Absolutely. And I also do have some help. We have a great guidance office that works together with our counselors and our guidance secretary, so I will not take all the credit for all that gets done. But it is a busy job, and with two schools, what I call two schools in a school, with our IB program at South, it is very challenging, but I love the challenging part of it.
Now, the nature of your work has changed over the years as technology has advanced. You guys still use PowerSchool, I understand.
We do.
Tell us a little bit about what that tool does for you and allows you to use to keep up with all these records for our students.
Basically, what my responsibility is in the school is the reporting to the state. So most everything that happens with a student or in a classroom with grades, it all reports to the state through PowerSchool. So we basically will do demographics on every student. You make sure all that information is correct for reporting. When they enroll, you make sure you get all historical grades for the students, historical testing for the students, because that is graduation requirements. So it's important to have all that information in and in correctly. As far as the teacher's role in PowerSchool, it's getting the attendance and the grades inputted and keeping that accurately for, of course, parents to see that on their side.
Right. And one of the features of PowerSchool is the parent portal.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about that. That's a powerful tool for parents.
It is a powerful tool, and every parent has the opportunity to have access to Parent Portal. There is a login access that they need to contact. If they do not have that access, they can contact me at the school, and we can get them logged on. But it does give them a snapshot of what their students doing every day with attendance and grades, and it is live. It is live. Whenever a teacher enters something in and it changes, a parent can see it immediately.
So conceivably, it's possible for a parent to follow their child through the school day.
Absolutely.
And they can actually see when that teacher said this child was present in my class, or if the child was tardy for a class. And then when they enter those grades, test grades, quiz grades, projects and everything, it pops right up to that parent portal. And that parent can follow that child on a daily basis.
Yes. And I have had calls immediately during the school day if the parent has seen something and they question it, and then I question it and we correct it on our side.
Sure. Is it easy for a parent to sign up for Parent Portal?
Absolutely. They can email the school, email me at the school, or call or come by. And we'll give them the access they need to. Every student is issued a unique username and password.
Right.
And the parent is given that for them to log on and attach their student to their account.
Sure, yeah. So, and that's true in all 36 of our schools.
Yes,
if a parent isn't signed up for Parent Portal, they can contact their principal or their data manager, school office, and they can walk them through that process. Yeah. I hope all parents are taking advantage of that, because it does give you access to that teacher's grade book.
Yes.
And you can peer in there and see your child's performance on a daily basis. Cheryl, talk to us a little bit about just your philosophy about work, and I've been told by many people that you have a delightful personality and a very strong work ethic, and I think that had something to do with you being chosen as our OSP of the year.
I thank you for that. That is definitely a compliment, and I try to do over and beyond what is called on for me in a school day. I think it's important that whatever happens in my job, it's correct, and that I have investigated everything that in order to make it correct. If there's a question on a grade or a question on attendance or a question on student records that may come in, I like to make sure that we have checked everything before we say that's the final, because that's a high school transcript for a student. Yes. And when they leave high school, that's their picture for what they did in school all 12 years. Yeah. So I think it's important that everything, be correct when they leave there. There is a lot of accountability. I like to say that I will take pride in the accountability that that happens in what I'm responsible for. I want to make sure that my teachers know that I'm there, that if there's any questions or anything that they need, that I'm always there to answer those questions for them. There's a lot of hours sometimes that get put into it, depending on the time of year that, sure. Grades or scheduling or start up school or ending school. And, whatever it takes to get it done, I want to make sure I can get it done.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Scheduling, I think. To me, that's a part that I really love, and we're getting ready to get started on that. The time's coming really quick, and I think it's a big puzzle. And making sure that all students get all the classes that they need without telling a student they can't have a class. That's challenging, but I love that challenging part of it.
Yeah, it is one of the most complex things that you can undertake. And I remember as a former high school principal myself, we depend on folks like you to navigate that and help us arrange a schedule for every kid in the school. It is extremely complex.
It affects students and teachers. It affects whether a teacher has a job or not. So Absolutely. It's important that all that information is everything that's involved is correct.
Right. Do you have an opportunity to engage with students very much in your job?
I do. Probably not quite as much as teachers do on a daily basis, but being in the Student Center, we call that the friendly place. Right. We encourage kids to come in and see us in there, not just to come in when they need a counselor, but to come in if they need anything. They know if they have questions or need to know where to go or get an answer for something, they know to come in and we can help them get that answer in there.
Yeah. In my role as superintendent, I many times talk about our school system, and we are a large school system. We have 2,700 employees. And when people get to meet our people on an individual basis, like this interview with you today, they're impressed with what they see. We do have some really great people in our organization, and that's what makes the organization in my view. So again, I do congratulate you on standing out in your field and representing the OSPs in our district, and thank you for what you do every day for the kids and the teachers in your school. It does make a difference.
Thank you, and thank you for what you do.
Well, folks, thanks for tuning in today, and we hope that you're enjoying these broadcasts and that you'll continue to tune in the future.